Hello, welcome to Transition to Life and Daily Living Skills Making Meals. Today we're going to learn how to make microwave burritos. If you haven't already looked at the video on microwave safety, please do that now so you know how to treat a microwave in the kitchen. The first thing I did when I walked in was washed my hands and made sure that my surface area was clean. Always do that first thing when you walk into the kitchen to cook. The next thing I did was take out my ingredients. For the microwave burritos, I need tortillas, beans, cheese, and salsa. Normally when you bake or cook and they ask for measurements of tablespoons and teaspoons, they're talking about this kind of a measurement. This would be your tablespoon. This would be your teaspoon. Today, though, we don't need to have measurements that accurate. I'm just talking about regular silverware you find in your silverware drawer. The tablespoon and the teaspoon. The big one is the tablespoon. Its symbol is a capital T. The small one is the teaspoon, and its abbreviation or symbol is the lowercase t. You can find these in cookbooks, and when you talk about them, they normally are referring to the regular measuring spoons. But in this recipe, we're using the silverware. When you open your can of beans, be careful that you get the lid completely off and have a nice, clean opening so that you don't cut yourself. If you don't, then you can have this sharp lid on top, and that lid is just a danger waiting to happen. If you get the spoon in, chances are pretty good you're going to cut your knuckles or fingers. So let's assemble our burrito. The first thing we're going to do is take our tablespoon and lay out a couple of heaping tablespoons of beans onto the burrito. Now this isn't coming off very easy. If that happens to you, just take your tortilla and use it to scrape off your beans. I've laid my beans in a nice long log shape kind of shape so that I can eventually roll up my burrito. I'm going to take a pinch of cheese and sprinkle it over the top. If you don't like cheese, leave it off. Then I'm going to take a teaspoon of salsa and put it on. If you like it spicy, use more. If you don't like salsa, don't put any on. Now comes the rolling part. I'm going to roll the right side in, the left side in. Then I'm going to fold it all the way over the top and roll. I have a nice package for my burrito. I'll want to find a microwave dish and set my burrito with the seam side down on the dish. Here's my finished rolled burrito sitting on my plate. But let's do it again because I want a second burrito for my lunch. I take a tortilla, put it down. I'm going to grab 2 heaping tablespoons, and again, it's not coming off. This time I'm going to use a knife and get it off that way, or I can use the same tortilla like I did before and get it off that way. Either way, I put them sort of in the middle in kind of a log shape. Sprinkle it with a pinch of cheese. Put on some salsa. Notice that as I do this, I'm using different spoons for different foods so I don't cross-contaminate the food or get germs from the salsa in the beans or germs from the beans in the salsa. The other thing is, did you notice I didn't lick? I didn't taste anything because then I'll get my germs into the food. Once everything's on, I'm going to fold once, Fold twice, go over the top, and roll. Now that my burritos are done, I want to cook them in the microwave. So I'm going to open my microwave and put them in. Then I'm going to cook them on high for cook time 1:00 start. That's going to cook them for 1 minute. Now your microwave may need a little bit more time or a little bit less time depending on how powerful it is. But somewhere between 30 seconds and a minute is going to cook 2 burritos. Test it and see what happens. If you've had your burritos in the refrigerator, it may take up to 2 minutes, and if you've frozen them, it may take as much as 4 minutes to cook your burritos. My burritos are done, but you notice that I didn't run to the microwave to get them out right away. They're going to be hot. If I'm on a paper plate and I know that it won't burn me, I don't need to have mitts. But if I have a plastic plate or a porcelain plate or something that might have gotten hot, I need to make sure that I have an oven pad or oven mitts to take them out so that I don't get burned. I also wait that extra few seconds so that any steam coming off of them doesn't go up into my face when I pull them out of the microwave. This is also a good time for me to look in my microwave and see, did I make a mess? Did my beans explode or did I spill something? If so, that's the time I need to wipe up my microwave and make sure that it's clean. Now I have microwave burritos. Oh, they're nice and hot and they smell delicious. It's your turn. Go enjoy.